Hi you guys, welcome back to my space on the internet. Yes, this is my space. I'm welcoming you in. I'm so happy to have you here. I got a message today from the divine. I'm super excited to share it with you. We're working on angles. We're thinking about investing in a tripod. If you would like to invest in me, my channel, my TikTok page, my everything, my spill, you can go ahead and hit that description box and see how you can do that. Let me go ahead and give you guys this word. Oh my gosh, that puppy is so cute. Ah! And he put a little shirt on her. I can't take it. Okay, anyway, okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. This message came with a dream, and it's titled The Web. The web. I literally want to ask this man, can I have his puppy? Because he's like walking back in front of my car, and this little puppy is so small that like when it walks it kind of bounces, like it teeters, and it's just like, ah! I'm gonna get myself together. I apologize again. Okay. Literally this message came with a dream, and it was like one of those sci-fi moments where, you know how That's So Raven, she literally, well, not That's So Raven, but on the TV show That's So Raven, she would have like these moments where her eyes would open and like she would go, like the TV screen would like go into her eyes. You would see the world, then you would see the future, like whatever was about to happen. You would see little snippets and pieces, and sometimes she would get it right, and other times she would get it wrong. It was like one of those moments, like where I was just like pulled in really quickly. It felt like there was this like bolt of lightning, but it was blue, bright electric blue, and up against a black sky. And all of a sudden I'm like pulled in really fast, and I see, once I'm like there, this web, but there's like almost like this web has heartbeats, if that makes sense, not to creep you out or anything, but the heartbeats were like these little white like balls, where it's like there was the web, and like in certain parts of the web, I think it was like a cluster of energy, if that makes sense. And they were like, you know, flashing, had a little bit of movement to them. And so now it's interesting that I said cluster of energy. But yeah, so, and I heard someone on TikTok say that these cities that we live in, they are energy places. Like that's why there's so many people that live in one space, because there's a lot of energy in these areas. I hope I'm making sense. I'm just gonna keep going. So then I literally hear, as I'm looking at this web, and it looks like I'm almost like above this web that is like flashing and beating and like movement, and I could tell it's people. And I literally heard the words, "We are the web. We are the web. We are a web." And I was like, okay, what does that mean? And I immediately like was like pulled back, woke up, whatever. Well, not whatever. I woke up and 3:43 on the timer. Literally, I was pulled back, and I woke up from my dream, and I realized, okay, we are the web. I immediately thought of Spider-Man, and I was like, you know, went to do my daily routine, was sitting in the bathroom. I'm thinking, you know, like the typical thing, like we're all connected, woo-sa, whoop-de-woo, but I'm like, what is the true message or meaning behind me seeing a web of flashing lights, a web of like, with like clusters of energy, knowing, like from what I can gather just from what I saw, that we are connected, of course, we know that, but what does it mean? And I kind of just sat with that for a minute, kept going about my business. Y'all, the message came last night, literally last night. And I was like, I don't even know. It just came. I don't know how to describe it, like what triggered it, but that's how downloads, that's what we call them sometimes, be. They just show up and you're like, okay, thank you. This is exciting. That was exciting. Sometimes it's a little scary how connected it is, but it's like, it makes you think about how much like divine knowledge is probably beautifully common knowledge in the spiritual realm. And how we as spiritual beings having a human experience need to constantly be learning. And I'm sure it's the same for the spiritual realm as well. There's always something new to, and that's what I'm hearing, like, yes, there's always something new to dive into. There's always something new to learn, something new to create. Let me give you the message that was given to me about the web, and I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to try to summarize it. I'm just going to read exactly word for word what I was given. You are always living for someone else, for we are the web. We are a web, connected and constructed rightly so. With your life, you are pulling together and holding thousands in one. That is why when one dies, we all feel it. When you learn a lesson, we all learn that lesson by the way that lesson changes you and has placed you on the path of new direction. Basically, how you start living after the lesson changes you teaches me the lesson as well. When you live your life to the fullest, beautifully and lovingly, so to yourself first, and then to your community, and then the world as a people, and then the universe, you lift us all up. This is why group thinking is powerful, is so powerful and important. When you are of positivity and love, I am of positivity and love. Your divine teachers, healers, high priestesses, and priests are those who were born specifically with the task of learning this love and how to teach this love through their own personal journeys and sufferings. They were given the mighty task of remaining loving, disciplined, grateful, graceful, that's not one of the words, but I'm adding that, graceful, inspirational to anyone watching or not, through every single, hold on, let me get to my next page, through every single backstabbing, gaslighting, destructive, hateful person, place, or thing. These people are called light workers, indigo children, seers, magicians, divine beings, goddesses, and gods. There are many other names, but those are just a few. I dreamt of a web and was told that this is what we are. Think as you walk through this life, we are connected. When I am down, I am spreading the energy or essence of being down. If I am angry, I am or have the potential of spreading the energy of being angry. This goes for all emotions. That is why it is important and truly matters for us to stay in a state of positive, peaceful, and harmonious energy. If you are experiencing emotions like anger, anxiety, depression, sadness, stress, unhappiness, unwellness of the mind, physical sickness, etc., you must bring it to your sisters and brothers, your family, your web. Because we are all working to stay in a state of positivity and well-being, we want that for you as well. Because once again, when you are well, I am well. It is cyclical in nature, just like everything else designed in this realm is, and it is truly beautiful. To have the privilege to experience this and live in it is truly beautiful, and I am so grateful. This part is super important, so pay attention. Many of us have several pieces of the web within us, and some of us only have a few. Some of those few are of extreme significance. Some of those, thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions, are extremely rare and important. When the web is cut rashly and improperly, it can cause an avalanche effect of great harm on the web and its entirety, causing emotional distress, physical pain and suffering, financial loss and famine, and even spiritual death and disbelief. It must be closed out properly with generous love and preparation for the web and the world itself. It is our job and duty to love each other and guide each other through this healing journey to the future of the new web and world. Because there will be others after us, and we must prepare them for when we are cut from the web. We are never, truly never apart, but there will be a time of separation. I came to this realm, I joined this web gratefully, but I will leave this realm, I will leave this web, and in my place, someone will be. And I must properly prepare the web, prepare the world for my transition with generous love and preparation. I'm speaking about transitioning. Yeah. And then for those that have, let me go back to this point where I said, many of us have several pieces of the web within us and some have only a few. The only example that I can give you is that of like someone with a lot of power, aka celebrities. They're able to move our web with just the slightest pull, and they've got our attention like that. You're looking at their news, you're looking at their life, you're filling their pockets, you're paying their meals, you're doing everything, you're funding them, and they just have to pull just a little bit. Confirmation in 11:51 on the timer. So, but that is not the only thing that is important, like the number of the pieces of the web that you have within you. Because like I said, there's some of us that only have a few pieces of the web within us, connected to us, but they are of extreme significance. They are super important, and it has been your task to take care of these pieces of the web. And the web is us. The web is family. The web is life, and we're all a part of it. Some of you may feel like your tasks are, and your life path and life journey in this web, in this world, in this realm is insignificant. You may feel like, I was born in this tiny town, I haven't been anywhere, I haven't done anything. And I need you to say this saying to yourself, because you have extreme importance and you don't know why yet you are where you are, or why you were placed where you are. I need you to tell yourself, 13:13 on the timer, I can live, have lived, am living a full life without experiencing all of it, without having the same experience as the person next to me. Because you may never go to Tahiti. You may never get there. That doesn't mean you won't go to Bali. That doesn't mean you won't go to Finland. You get what I'm saying? So you don't need to have the exact experience as someone else to live a full life. That is the lie that's been constructed by people who want to destroy the web, want to destroy this realm, want to bleed this planet dry, and then move on to the next. It will not be so. It will not be so. Because we are here. We have come here to protect it. All praises, may she live long. I'm about to tear up thinking about that. Okay, so that's why, we've built constructs with these celebrities of like exalting them to high statuses, and then, placing so many pieces of the web in their hand. And I will say voluntarily, it's okay to like somebody, a lot of people to like one person, but that is a space and a place and a position that must be used wisely, not to glorify ego or to glorify self. I understand there's some times when you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna buy what you want, buy what you can afford. But your joys, your happiness, your life, and I'm not talking about just celebrities, but across the board, your love that you experience, you finally get that you've prayed for, your desires, your wealth, when all of that arrives to you, it should not come at the suffering of others. Your happiness should not come at the suffering of others or at the comparison of what others do not have or lack. Then you're truly not happy. You yourself alone are not happy if that is where your happiness comes from. Because the moment people turn away from you, you're what? You're broken. You're without a reason to live. You're going through all these dramatic situations and everything else. So constantly drill within yourself and your mind and place within your heart that I am happy without anything. I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with being generous and sharing. I'm happy with taking. You know, self-love is important. Being selfish is important. Taking care of you is important. I am everything and I am nothing. It's a beautiful balance. There was one other that I was going to say. There's so many. I'm wind and then I'm fire, or I'm water and then I'm fire. Like, there's so many. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know I was a little giddy in the beginning. That's just how I am. That's just who I am. I'm so grateful to just be existing. It really feels like I've come back. And I'm grateful to be back. But like, was I ever gone? You know? Baby, I don't know. But I'm happy to see, well, I can't even say see you guys, but anyway, I am happy. I'm so happy to be posting again, sharing messages of light and love again. Hate is dying out. Hate is dying out. I need you to get on the right team, babes. 7:27 on the timer. Hate is dying out. If you out here hating on somebody, you out here taking from somebody, you out here hurting somebody, you're gonna look ass backwards in this new web, this new world. And like, I hate to say new web. I want to say new world, because the web it's beautiful. It's forever changing. So it's never like, no, but the world will be made new again. But the web is forever changing. It's forever beautiful. It's forever consistent in its motion. So that is the web. Before this gets too long, I'm going to go ahead and go. Yeah, I'm just so excited. If you guys would like to support my channel, support my TikTok page, support me, buy me a coffee. That would be greatly appreciated. Your girl was up late getting this message, and I'm grateful for it. But you know what? I have to start saying things like this. I have to start saying it and just being like, hey, I would appreciate it if you guys would support me in my endeavors. And if you ain't got no change, that's okay. You could do the free way. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. And that suffices. That completely suffices. Y'all just don't know. I'm not stingy with my my subscribing. If you go to my TikTok page, it literally almost all the time, the number of people I'm following outweighs the people that follow me. And that does not bother me in the slightest, because those people that I follow, I want to see succeed. So I'm pretty much just going through my page like follow, because there's no reason that we shouldn't all succeed. There's just no reason. So anyway, I said all that to say, like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you would like to donate anything, support the channel so that I can purchase some things, maybe just get a coffee for myself, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.